is How's Your Heart?
All right, guys, welcome back to How's Your Heart podcast.
I'm Anthony Sacco,
I'm Tico Lorenzo.
and you made it to episode 4.
Yay!
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Oops. What a fun ride it's been so far.
I know. And I'm really excited for today's episode.
Yeah, we have an awesome guest.
Yes, one of our friends, Sofia Ghavami. She's a dancer. And you guys will get to hear her or see her a little bit later.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. But before we start, I feel like we should mention that we have a YouTube channel.
Yes.
For the podcasters that are just listening to us on this app. You can find our videos on our YouTube channel, How's Your Heart Podcast. And it's really cool to see it. And, you know, if you have time and you're somebody that likes to watch things,
Yeah.
add it to your list.
A little bit, you get a little bit more.
Yeah. You can see the scene, the setting,
Yeah.
us.
Also, happy Mental Health Awareness Day.
Oh, yes. Happy
Such
Mental
a great day.
Awareness Day.
I love that that's a thing.
Yeah. I feel like there's so much talk about it, and that's great. I feel like more people are speaking about it. I've seen it on a lot of social media apps today.
Yeah. A lot of people shared our post.
I know, that
on our
made me
Instagram.
so happy. That made me so happy. But yeah, mental health is something that more people are picking up on and talking about, and that just makes me so happy because it's like it's a normal topic of conversation now.
And the more it's talked about, the more people are comfortable in how they're feeling, and they can understand that they're not alone.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Ariana did the same thing that she did a few months ago, right?
Yeah, she's giving away $5 million in free therapy on the same site that I got my therapy from, betterhelp.com. And yeah, you get a whole free month of therapy. That's 4 sessions, or as many as you want, really, with a therapist. And it changed my life, so I recommend it so much. Take advantage of free therapy.
Yeah.
Take advantage.
Try it out. Now's a perfect time to see if it's something that is a fit for you, and for the most part, it usually is. So
Yeah.
take advantage of that because it's not cheap unless like you have insurance.
Yeah,
Or
but still, I
Yeah.
mean, and you can text, you can chat, you can video call. It's not in person, so you don't have to worry about going anywhere. You could be comfortable in your home.
I love that.
We're an ad for betterhelp.com.
Right. We've talked about it so much. We should reach out to them.
Yeah.
See if we can do a little something with them.
Yeah, so should we just get into it?
Let's get into it.
A little later we're going to be talking about a little topic, and we'll just talk about it when we get there. Anyways, so how's your heart, Tico Lorenzo?
You know what, Ant-Man? My heart is great. My mom was just here, and when she comes to town, it's always so much fun. We do so many things. She helps me around my apartment, which is a big help for me because I'm not that organized. So she helps me. I took her to Palm Springs. She's never been.
Looked amazing.
So, yeah, it was so much fun. We had a day there just in the hot desert in the sun. It was awesome. She loved it. And, you know, I love when my mom's in town and, like, my friends get to do stuff. And
Yeah, we had so much fun on Thursday.
A collab.
We got a little tipsy.
Yes.
But it was so much fun. We loved
we
Near
had a
Town.
little Malibu day. Malibu to Hollywood.
Is your head itchy?
You know, it is.
Well, I'm glad. It's always nice seeing family. I think it's like a refresher.
It definitely is. It's like a little reset button.
Mm-hmm.
So I loved it, and I felt like I needed a little piece from home here. So it was great.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear.
How's your heart, Ant-Man?
Ant-Man, that's a new one.
Yeah.
I get a new nickname every week from Tico.
Yeah.
Ant-Man's heart it's good, but it's anxious AF.
What's going on?
Well, as you know, I have to move out of my apartment within the week, and I don't know where I'm going yet. So I am touring a bunch of places this week, so I know I'll find something. I know it will all work out in the end, but, you know, I just don't like uncertainty and the unknown. It's just, that's something that's not really fun for me.
The suspense of it all.
But something I learned in therapy was the fact that or no, not something I learned in therapy, but therapy has helped me. Even though I'm anxious, I can always tell myself it's going to be okay. It's going to work out. And that's something I used to not be able to do. So I'm happy that I'm in a place that even though I'm anxious, I'm still happy and I'm still okay.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you. There's a lot of change going on.
Yeah.
But, you know, change is good.
Yeah. With change comes growth, and I'm ready to grow. I'm ready for this next chapter in my life. I've been in the same apartment since I moved to LA 3 years ago.
That's right.
So it's just going to be a very different lifestyle for me. I mean, my house is my like comfortable place, so
It's got to be your little safe space.
yeah, but it's all gonna work out.
Yes.
And yeah, maybe we'll record an episode there.
Oh, we're going to need to get a van or something. Actually,
There's
no,
so
this
much
is
equipment.
this is too much.
Yeah, we're set here.
This is our set.
Next to what's her name?
Ibiza.
Next to Ibiza.
Yeah.
So something we wanted to talk about this week is just being yourself and what that means and what it does to you. And I just really learned in therapy. I mean, we really are talking about therapy a lot today, but it's just an amazing thing. Something I learned is just how your life can change when you're yourself and you don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. And I love that. Like I've learned to not give a fuck, and I see how that changed me in the sense like I don't care. Like, how did it change me?
Like confidence level?
Yeah, it made me more confident. It made me more okay with the fact where I'm at in my life. Like I'm not beating up on myself for still being in the same place I was maybe a year ago. So I don't know where I'm going with this.
Like, do you feel like you're more confident now in like your day-to-day life than you were, let's say, a year ago? Because you've
100%.
changed so much and you have like a new way of seeing things now.
Yeah, I don't care what anybody thinks about me, and that just definitely makes me so much more confident. I don't care what I wear. I don't care if I post a singing video online and like what people think, like things like that. And I just want people to hear this message that you should always be comfortable being yourself. No one else is you. No one else is really thinking about you that much. It's more what you feel about yourself. And when you're confident in yourself and can be yourself, life is just better.
Yeah, that is 100% true. And I feel like that's how I've been living my life. I mean, obviously there's some times that I'm not confident in something, but for the most part, I don't really care what people think of me or what people assume of me or any of that, to be honest.
Yeah, what's the point? Like, what benefit does that give you?
Right.
It's your life, not theirs.
Correct. So just stay in your lane and do you, boo.
Yeah.
Keep on building that confidence.
What anyone else thinks.
Yeah.
But we're super excited to have Sophia on.
Yeah.
We're gonna hear all about her, and I'm excited for that conversation.
Me too. Her life has changed a lot recently. She's on Dancing with the Stars, so I'm excited to get her input on that, on how her schedule, her daily schedule and stuff has changed. So I'm excited to bring her in.
Yeah. So, without further ado, here's Sofia Ghavami.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
All right, we are back with my friend Sophia. Well, our friend.
Welcome to
Right.
How's Your Heart podcast.
Thanks
Tifa's
for
friend.
having me, guys.
I'm excited to have you on and to chit chat with you.
We're so lucky to have you. Thank you for coming.
I'm excited to be here. I listened to your first two. And it was nice. I felt like I was hanging out with my friends.
Oh,
Well, now you actually
I
are.
know.
Because you have such a busy schedule now.
I know.
You are a dancer. You're a pro dancer on Dancing with the Stars. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
amazing.
That is so dope. I
Yeah.
love like watching you on my TV.
It's cool. It really is so crazy. It's fun, yeah.
How has that been?
It
Well, let's start in the beginning. You moved to LA from Miami to act and dance. Well,
Yeah.
you're originally a dancer.
yeah.
And then you came to LA and you wanted to do the acting thing too. And you're just talented in both.
Wow, thank you.
I've
It's a
seen
fun
both.
podcast.
We're
We
just
compliment
uplifting
you all the time.
Keep going. All right, Anthony, your turn. Say something.
No, but yeah, that's true. I actually moved to Just Dance, and that was a super last minute decision. Like at the end of my senior year of high school, I was like, wait, I can't just not dance. And then Carly, my best friend, was moving out, and we were at her dinner for her birthday, and she's like, why don't you just move out with me? Kind of as a joke. But then I told my parents, I'm like, so Carly said this crazy thing. She's like, what if I move to LA with her? And then they were pretty like chilling about it. They gave such a chill reaction I think that's why I really went through with it, because they were just like, well, yeah, that's something that you're considering, then now's the time to do it, because school will be there forever, but dance won't.
How old were you? 18? 19?
17.
Oh my. When you moved here?
No, I moved here at 18.
Wow.
Like I had just turned 18.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I moved for dance. But then as I was here, I fell in love with acting, and then I began to do both. But actually, the reason that I moved here, the goal that I had was to be on Dancing with the Stars. Like, that is the reason that I moved here. I told everybody, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be on Dancing with the Stars one day. So it's pretty full circle that I actually did it. Because there was a long moment I kind of just gave up on the dream because it felt so impossible. But I did it. So it's cool.
And that's what's so cool about it. You never gave up, and look at you now. You know?
Yeah. I mean,
was it something that you gave up, or was it like something you just put on hold? Like you didn't really think about it?
I kind of just surrendered, I would say, actually. I didn't give up, or I didn't, like, I just surrendered to what is, you know? I was like, you know, it is what it is. What's meant to be will be. And then actually I was focusing more on acting when this kind of opened up, and I was like, well, that's life, you know? When I least expected it to, so. Yeah.
From commercials to So You Think You Can Dance, and now Dancing with the Stars. I just can't not have you on my TV.
Right.
That's the way life works.
But yeah.
But how was that, the whole Dancing with the Stars process? I feel like it happened so fast.
Yeah, you told us like one day, and then you were filming the next week.
Well, I didn't tell anyone when I was in the process, like of a month of auditioning.
Oh, wow.
Different interviews, videos, submissions, more interviews, more videos. I didn't tell anyone because I'm like, this was like my third time auditioning. It had never happened before. I really wasn't expecting anything, and I guess it was a superstitious thing, I guess. I'm like, I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah.
So I didn't tell anyone until it was like official.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, once I found out, there was 2 weeks until the show started. Now we're already in week 4, and it's been so much fun. You rehearse every day. It's different for me and Ezra, who's the other new pro, because we don't get celebrities. So we just go and are like extras or in the opening or kind of fillers. But yeah, it's still it's fun work. It's fun work, you know. Like when I'm working, I can't believe that I'm getting paid to do that.
Yeah.
You know? It's cool. It's fun.
But yeah, now with like your busy schedule that you have by doing rehearsals, how do you find time for yourself and like make sure that you're okay mentally and spiritually and all of that?
Yeah. Well,
like, do you do yoga or like what?
Yeah, I think it's important. Whoa, you just heard my crack.
These mics pick up everything.
Yeah. I think it's just important to find that routine regardless of what you're doing, and that's always been helpful for me. It takes some time depending on what I'm doing to find that routine. I'm kind of still like not perfecting, but figuring out what works for me. Mm-hmm. But starting my morning right, I think, is what really gets me in a nice mental space.
Yeah, I think the morning is important.
Run. Yeah,
it's the start of your day.
It's the start of your day, and if you're consistent with it, then it's the start to a good life, you know? So I pretty much have my morning routine, which I stay pretty religious to. I wake up, I make my bed, brush my teeth and stuff. I turn on my coffee, because I usually preset it the night before. And then I go meditate and write in my gratitude journal. And then I have my coffee and I start my day.
That sounds like my morning.
Yeah, what's yours?
Literally the same, except I walk my dogs and I click my coffee as I'm going out to walk the dogs, and then it's ready when I get back.
Yeah.
But I meditate and I journal every morning.
Nice.
Yeah.
So do you do like I have the 5-minute gratitude journal.
I have a Mad Happy journal that he bought me where it asks you like, what does it ask you? Like, what's 3 things that are on your mind today? How does those things make you feel?
Oh.
What can you do to change it or something? And then there's a place on the other side where you can like write whatever.
That's awesome, because I feel like I've felt limited with mine. Like I want to really like almost free write.
Yeah.
Because that's also so beneficial.
Yeah.
And since I've had this journal, I've steered away from doing that. And I feel like that's helpful. I mean, both are helpful, you know?
Yeah.
Gratitude journal really grounds you in your gratitude and starts off your day like that. But I think I would like to add some free writing to just let my thoughts go, let it out in the morning, and then I feel like you feel a little more calm and
lighter
released.
and ready for the day.
Yeah.
I had a really anxious day yesterday, and I went to Lake Hollywood to literally just journal. And when I left there, I felt completely brand new.
Yeah.
So
I forget
journaling.
the power of journaling.
Yeah. It's like talking and venting, but not to anyone.
Right. And sometimes you don't even know what you're feeling, what you want to talk
about. It just
about.
comes out as you're writing.
You just write it away.
Yeah. And I went through a long period, actually, where I was like, well, I don't know what to write. And then I would sit there and I would be like, I would write. I don't know what to write, but blah, blah, blah. But every time that I started like that, eventually I got to something.
I love that.
So
that's a good tip.
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes I feel like
yes, thank you.
I just sit there and I don't know what to write, but now I'm gonna do that little tip, and I feel like a thought will come.
Yeah, because I will literally write what I'm thinking, which typically started off with, I don't know what I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm feeling, I don't know what to write. Why am I even writing here? I guess I'm feeling blah. Some sort of pattern like that, you know?
That is a good tip.
And then you'll end up writing so much that my hand starts hurting, and I'm like, well, damn.
I'm on the page 3 already.
Right.
What was I gonna say? So, like, what's your meditation process?
I have been following Peloton. So I use the Peloton app, and they have guided meditations. I think I like guided meditations. There was a point where I was just kind of playing music and doing my own meditation. But like anything, it's a roller coaster, and you have waves of meditation. So I've had moments where I've, just been deeper in the meditation thing.
Yeah.
So when I'm getting back into it, I feel that guided meditations are much more helpful. So right now I just do like 10 to 15 minutes of guided meditation, and they're nice. They use different strategies. It'll be a mantra that they follow the whole time, breathing exercises that you follow the whole time. But yeah, when I'm starting off, I feel like having someone guide me is much more helpful than me just sitting there trying to meditate.
Yeah, I've only ever done guided because I'm still new to it.
So what do you like? Why do you?
I was doing a
with
meditation because my mind is just going places, and I'm like telling myself to stop thinking about so many things.
Yeah.
But when I was listening to this podcast where, I don't know if you know Deepak Chopra, he's like a meditation guru.
Oh, yeah.
He says, like, when you think to not have thoughts, that's another thought, and you're just going in a circle, so you can't really think that way. You just have to let the thoughts come and just kind of like let them go. But mine never stopped coming.
No, the most helpful thing that I've ever heard, and once I heard it once, it's like I've heard it so many times, like anything. But meditation is not the absence of thoughts. Meditation is the observation of thoughts. And once I looked at it like that, I'm like, yeah, you're never going to stop your mind from working. You're never going to stop having thoughts. Yeah. That's literally impossible. But once I just started observing and realizing, so this goes hands in hand with something that I've always rooted myself in. It comes from the book, I think I've told like everyone to read it, A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle.
Yeah, you did.
One of my favorites. And the biggest concept there is that we are not our ego. We are the consciousness that's observing our thoughts. And we are the consciousness observing. Yeah. You know? So rooting yourself in that, in meditation, and just trying to view your thoughts. Don't judge them, just let them come. Even the thought of, I'm having too many thoughts. Slowly, it's a practice, but meditation is a practice. You're never just going to get there. It's just going to continue to improve and go up and down. Some meditations will be better or worse than the last. It's never going to just be a consistent upwards,
Yeah.
you know?
That's not life.
But yeah, I thought that was a cool way to look at it.
You're literally like my therapist right now.
I'm dead.
Most important question for you, Sophia, as our guest: how is your heart?
You know, the entire time that I was explaining about Dancing with the Stars, I'm like, so when they gonna ask?
I was just so
It's
excited
literally the
to
first
have
question
you.
right here.
1 second, let me sip.
Yeah, you sip that wine.
How's my heart? My heart is honestly super fulfilled and happy, and I think it's important to realize that sometimes it is like more satisfied, you know, and I will say and credit it to the show. It's literally a dream come true. So inevitably, I feel like cloud nine.
Proud, yeah.
But yeah, I'm just super happy. So obviously, with that, I have also been in my gratitude journal. I feel like I've just lately been in a really grateful place, which is a great place to be in. So
Yeah.
I feel good. My heart feels light and like grateful for everything
Love that.
in my day to day.
Yeah.
Good.
And you guys, how is your heart? I want to know that.
My heart is just a little anxious. Like, I'm still in a good place, but I'm just anxious because I want to know where I'm moving. Like, the fact that I have a week and I still don't know.
Oh yeah, you set yourself up.
I know. But what I was telling is that even though I'm anxious because of the therapy and the things I've been doing to better myself, it's not the same type of anxious. Like, I can still tell myself it's going to be okay at the end of feeling anxious.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, is an improvement.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you're never gonna just get rid of your anxiety.
Yeah,
no.
So that's like.
But it's been a
step
while.
forward.
It's been a while for me to feel this way because I've just been on a high.
Yeah.
But like life, there's waves, and
Right.
I'm on a little lower wave right now. But
You're gonna ride that wave.
yeah,
Right.
and I'm gonna be at the top of it soon, eventually.
You want to be on top?
And
¿Y
my heart is super good. My mom was just in town,
Yeah.
and you know how it is when she's here.
Mm-hmm.
It's super fun. We're always doing something, and it was just a blast.
It was.
Yeah.
That's super fun. I know. I wish I saw her more. Well, I wish I saw
You're
her
just
more.
a busy, successful woman. So another question I have is, how's your heart while you're dancing? Like when you're on a stage dancing?
Oh, that's fun. How's my heart? I love performing. That's what I live for, you know? It's where I feel calm. It's like I'm doing what I do, so I feel not powerful, but in my element. Let's say
Yeah.
that. In my element, so I feel it feels full. My heart feels
Yeah.
full, especially not only, but especially when you are performing for an audience and you connect with an audience and you hear that applause or you hear feedback of
Like
how
that
it make-
energy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a different feeling.
For sure. It's definitely that energy. So yeah, I feel great when I'm performing.
Do you have a favorite style of dance that you do?
I love all styles of dance, but I've always had a special place in my heart for Latin ballroom, which is what we do on the show. Well, we do standard and Latin and a few others, but just Latin styles I love.
Yeah. Because you're Puerto Rican, full Puerto Rican?
Yeah, I don't think that's why, but I am half Puerto Rican. My mom's Puerto Rican, my dad is Belgian. But I'm full Miami.
Yeah.
305 till you die.
Exactly. Yeah. Actually, about dancing, the first thing that I thought, I was like, oh no, it's about my heart, not my mind. But I guess it's hand in hand. When I'm dancing, I'm not thinking at all. And then I'm not thinking at all. And people will ask me, like, what are you thinking when you're dancing? And nothing.
Oh, that is a good question.
Yeah, it's like...
What goes on in your mind when you're dancing?
Nothing. It's just like I'm in it and you're so present and it's like, wow, well that's what I should feel when I meditate. Shit. But my roommate was telling me about movement meditation, where it's pretty much like combining or getting your breath and movement in sync. And obviously his was more like sword fighting, but I was like, that's an interesting concept to apply to dancing, like movement therapy.
Yeah.
You know? Movement meditation.
So he does movement meditation.
Yeah.
I think everybody just has their own way of meditating. And if it works for you, it works for you.
Exactly.
Let us know if you guys have a special way that you meditate.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you like sleep meditation?
I do. I love that. Like I just play it and I fall asleep to it and I put a timer for like 2 hours.
Yes. But like music or a guided?
It guides you in the beginning and then I don't know if he talks after, but I fall asleep to him talking.
You're like, I'll never know.
He played it one time when I was sleeping over and I just could not fall asleep. I was like, what is this?
You've definitely played that.
We've done that. Yeah. We definitely have done that.
I think
Make everyone sleep over.
Are you sleeping over? Good night.
Yeah. So if you ever want to sleep over at my house, just know that there is sleep meditation going on.
Oh, sorry. Just a little adjustment.
Rearrangements.
So how is like your journey of becoming where you're at now, like your dream dancing job? How has that mental health been like on that journey?
Pretty much you're asking since I moved here.
Kind of.
The journey of... Yeah. Well, it's like any... Well, it's definitely been a roller coaster.
Yeah.
But inevitably, because I moved away from my family at a young age, trying to pursue a dream that's... Chances aren't guaranteed, you know? Mm-hmm. Nothing's guaranteed. So yeah, I definitely have had my highs and my lows, and then my highs again, and then my lows again. And I think just like any entertainment industry, the uncertain, the not knowing, the constant, what's that called? Rejection, of course is going to take a toll on your mental health, you know? So you have your moments where you're like, damn, I suck.
Yeah.
And you're not booking anything and you're just living here and you're like, well, I have no idea where my next paycheck is coming from. And yeah, you question if you're good enough, you question if you're doing the right thing. Should I be doing this? And then you book something and then it's all great and you're like, oh, I'm so reassured and I feel good. This is what I'm meant to do. And then it happens again and you have another, or at least for me, I'll talk about myself. And then I have another few months where I don't work, or acting class or dance classes don't even feel good. I'm like, oh, I definitely in these 5 years living here fell out of love with dance, because I'm like, what is even the point? You know, I wasn't finding dance classes that really fulfilled me. When I looked at the work that was available, I was like, well, would any of that really like inspire or fulfill me anyway? So I kind of stopped. I think that all happened because I stopped dancing for myself and because I loved it, and I was really just dancing to book and to work. Mm-hmm. And so then you fall out of love with it, and then yeah, your confidence goes down because that's what you've done your whole life.
I've never thought about it that way, because I was growing up, I sang, I was in a band, I auditioned, like I did The Voice and X Factor, and I think I started doing it because I wanted like the reassurance that I'm doing it for a reason, that I'm good enough. It's hearing yes, instead of the fact that I love singing. I used to do it because I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I never thought about it that way.
And just like anything, like how they say, like try to connect to your childlike self. That we're just dancing free, we're singing free for no one, but just because it feels good. And once you're connecting with that, then good things flow to you, or you're just in a better mental place.
Yeah, you're not thinking it of like you're just doing it to do it. You're doing it because it's coming out of you and it's what you love to do.
Right.
It's not like no one's forcing you to do it.
It just feels good. I just want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, it definitely has been a roller coaster, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I think that all those lows have made me grow and made me who I am today, and I've learned so much from all that I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for it all.
Yeah, it's a part of your journey.
Right.
It's your story to tell.
Right. Exactly.
So
lessons to share. Yeah. What about you guys? How long have you lived here?
I've lived here, it's going to be 3 years.
3 years, and did you move here to sing? Or
I moved here because I knew that I want to be in entertainment. I don't know exactly which route I want to take, but I know that this is place for me.
Right.
And I know that I made the right decision, because now I feel this is my home.
Mm-hmm.
like Florida's home, but this is where I belong.
I get it.
Yeah, I see like Miami as like family home, but
Yeah.
like this is like home.
So, yeah,
Exactly.
I feel that. And ultimately, at the end of the day, not in a fantasy world, shit, in a real world, in the future, it's like by coastal living.
Correct.
Yeah. 100%.
But anyway, so in your 3 years of being here, what has your journey, like how has that journey of finding what industry or finding what you want to do here in LA been on your mental health?
I think until this year, I really wasn't focusing on anything with entertainment that much. Not like I should have been. Not should.
I was about to say that.
Not should. How I probably wanted, like how I would have liked myself to do, but life happens. But this year I really recently figured out that I love singing. I miss singing. I want to do it. I mean, even if it's just for myself.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's been a roller coaster. I think, like you, I was in high school and I did singing, and then I was getting rejected after, like, for auditions and stuff, or just hearing the word no, and I just got really discouraged, and I definitely did give up on the dream. I just felt like it was, unreachable.
Well, me too. Yeah. I literally gave up on this. Not gave up, but I was like, nah, I'm never going to do that. And
yeah. But I'm not saying it's impossible anymore. I'm more open to the idea that I want to do that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. And I definitely want to, I was telling you I want to start acting classes.
Yes.
Because I did that in high school too. I mean, I did drama and theater and stuff like that, and I loved it.
Yeah.
So.
And again, it's like for the soul.
Yeah.
It feels good. It makes you happy, so why wouldn't you do it?
Especially when it's like a good class or a good performance, like,
yeah,
that's the best feeling.
Right, you get a high from it.
Yeah.
Life's all about trying new things.
Something my therapist told me, because I was talking about the fact that I'm getting older. I'll be 28 next month. And she's like, what is more scary? Not trying at all, or the failure? Like, what's worse? Right. And it's definitely the fact, like, I would hate to look back and say, wow, I never tried. I never even gave the chance. So, yeah, I think go for it. That's
a great quote. And I had a big chunk sometime this year where I read the quote. There's a more specific quote about exactly that. What's scarier, failure or not having tried? It's definitely that. And that, I literally said it right when I woke up, right when I went to bed, and it really helped, that quote, because for sure it's scarier to think back and having never tried. Like, you can't live like that.
Yeah. But here we are. Cheers to trying things out.
Yes, that.
So what is one thing that you would tell someone that wants to follow your footsteps and wants to like move out to LA and wants to become a dancer or an actress? Like, what is something that you can tell them to motivate them?
That's a great question. I don't know. I think I would say don't dream big and don't give up on your dreams, but also don't marry this vision of exactly how you want it to happen and this perfect way it's gonna happen, and it's never gonna happen exactly how you think. So just trust. I think that's the biggest thing that I would say. It's like, commit, dedicate yourself to it, always root back to the love of it and why you're doing it, and the why should not be for some artificial, superficial purpose, you know. Have a good why for why you're doing this that could carry you for years and years to continue to do it with no reward, and just trust in the process. Just trust it's gonna happen no matter what.
I love that.
Yeah,
that is awesome. That is.
Listen to that.
Yeah.
And I have to remind myself that. I mean, and also remember, it's gonna be a wave. Like, it's gonna be a roller coaster, and you're gonna go in and out of it, but just keep going.
Ride that wave.
Ride that wave. Just ride that wave
until the end of time.
Just keep swimming.
Yeah.
How do you tell yourself, like, not to care what other people think about you?
Oh, that's a good one. Well, I don't really think about. I think of one thing that really helped me not think about what other people think of me is the fact that no one's really thinking of me. You know, like no one is thinking of me as much as I'm thinking of me. So what I think of me is the most important to me.
Yeah.
And also what the people who I value and are closest to me who actually know me, what they think of me. I don't give a flying. I don't know if I can curse here. I don't give a flying fuck what a random person thinks of me. So, yeah, I think it's always rooting back to what you think of you or what you know of you, because you are the one who knows who you are truly. And if you have a doubt about this thing or this person really called you out or said something that touched you, it's like go inside and ask yourself why. And yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
What about you guys? Because that's a great question.
Well, we answered that earlier as well.
Oh,
Yeah, that was our topic.
That's something that we talked about, so we just wanted to ask you and get your opinion on it.
Does social media ever affect your mental health? Or your mood? Or
Yes, for sure, but not because of comparison or negativity or anything, just because I'm addicted.
Yeah.
That's it. And then I feel like shit about myself because I'm like, girl, you have been scrolling for an hour or more, and you could have read a full book. You could have read a book. You could have done this. You could have done that. And I think of all of the could-haves, which is also not healthy. And then I'm in a shitty mood.
Yeah.
So that's the spiral of that. And I try things, you know, like I have the 15-minute timer. I delete TikTok one here and there because I'm like,
Yeah. Once you open TikTok, you're just...
And if I go to bed one more night, like scrolling through TikTok, yeah.
That's all of us. That's
I
Right.
catch myself there hours sometimes at night. Like once I
Right.
turn the TV off, I'm like, let me just go on for a little bit. No.
It's the
A
worst.
little bit is 2 hours later.
Yeah.
We're always sending each other TikToks, and I sometimes see them at like 3 a.m. from him. I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Not 3, like 2.
Right. But yeah. That. What about you guys? With the social media thing, like, have you guys felt negativity or anything from social media or?
To be honest, I haven't. I feel like I can go on it, but I can go off of it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think it's something that takes over, like, controls so much time of my day. I think
Yeah.
I'm very good on, like, all right, I have a picture, I'll edit it, I'll post it, and then,
Yeah.
like, whatever. I don't have to
Yeah.
go on it.
Yeah.
Or I'll just post it after the trip or things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, I don't like to use, like, phones and stuff when I'm with friends, and
For sure.
I think that has helped me
Yeah.
take less time from social media.
Yeah.
I have the.
Maybe it's because I don't hang out with my friends that
Mine is similar to yours, though. Like, I kind of feel guilty after our music get too much. Like, why am I doing that?
Yeah.
So I put the limit on mine now, but I'm constantly.
Me too. I have 15 minutes and I'm like, give me another.
Yeah.
Give me another. And then I'm like, girl.
I'm like, why do I even have this on?
Right.
But
Literally.
yeah, I think also the one thing that I do think might mess with my mental health is like FOMO. Like, if I'm away from my friends and they're out doing something and I'm watching through Instagram
Yeah.
stories, and that's not healthy. Like, I shouldn't.
Right.
But yeah,
No solution to all this. Just
delete it.
delete it.
Instagram needs another shutdown.
For real, I put that on my story. Ugh, how how refreshing would that be?
That was crazy.
How
it was so
refresh-
random because I literally was saying I'm not gonna go on today, and then that happened.
Wow,
So I was like, it was
so
good.
sports.
I probably put it into the universe for everyone.
Thank you so much, Anthony. I really
You
appreciate
It
it.
really
manifested
was
it.
good though.
But like, can you imagine that there's a few hours in the day, every day, where you cannot go on social media.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Ugh, that'd be
I
fantastic.
feel like that happens in some countries. Like, you can only
You
use
get
the
limited.
internet. Yeah, you have
Yeah.
like limited internet hours, and then they shut down the internet.
Yeah, that's honestly not the worst thing. Although marketing people will be like, shut
Oh
the
yeah. All the money
Ugh.
go down.
So we have a thing that we do every episode with our guests.
Okay.
I mean, you're the second one, but it's called the rapid round, where they're either like yes or no questions or this or that.
Oh my gosh, how scary.
All
It's
right.
fun.
So the first one
Okay.
is acting or dancing.
No, they can't pick. Hello?
Pick one.
Right now in my life, obviously dancing. Dancing.
Okay.
Miami or LA?
Right now, LA.
Quality or quantity?
Quality. Who picks quantity?
Just had to ask.
You'll be surprised. So you think you can dance or Dancing with the Stars?
Dancing with the Stars, you guys.
Okay, and venting your feelings or keeping them to yourself?
Letting it out.
Okay.
I wouldn't say venting, but letting it out for sure. And don't hold that in.
No, because there's a lot of people that don't like to talk about their stuff, and
Right, but
that's not healthy.
I'm saying like in any form, you could write it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let it out. Let that
feel
shit
that.
go.
Let it go, let it go.
Like Elsa once
Like
said.
Elsa said.
All right, so thank you so much for joining us
Thank you,
today.
guys.
This was amazing. I honestly feel like it was like another therapy session for me.
It was fun. I love talking with friends, so this
Yeah.
is great.
And talking all good stuff. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you,
Congrats on all
guys.
your success. We're so proud of and
Yes.
happy for you.
You can watch Sophia on Mondays and sometimes Tuesdays, I guess.
Just this week. It's
Just
Mondays.
this week. Mondays on Dancing with the Stars on ABC or Hulu. Don't forget, catch her on that. I'm Tika Lorenzo.
I'm Anthony Sacco.
Do I have to say my name?
Yeah, if you want.
And I'm Sofia Ghavami.
And we will see you guys next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching on our YouTube channel.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. And
We'll see you next time.